Can I ask you something? All these like memories and timelines. How do you decide what's real? Look around, figure out what you believe is true right now, and just commit to it.
A mission statement for what you do is very important. You know, this goes beyond having a business, just personally for yourself, show yourself some love by, adding that stability to your experience. For those that resonate with, everybody don't, you know what I'm saying? But having a mission statement, meaning like, hey, what am I here to do? Or like, what is my purpose with what I am doing? Because it creates like a foundation and a stability. Because what I've experienced is that you could be on point with what you're doing, but because you haven't like truly established your mission statement or like the, why you do it, you know what I'm saying? Like truly understanding, like why you get up every morning to do this or to, present whatever it is you're presenting or, or live a certain type of way. Is like having that mission statement creates that stability. But what I was saying is, I went through the experience of feeling like, although you can, show up and do what it is you got to do and kind of, in essence, have an idea of your mission statement, it's always good to, whether you write it out for yourself or again, if it's dealing with some types of goods and services, that you share that with the people who you're sharing the goods and services with. You know what I'm saying? That kind of establishes a foundation and, in essence, a boundary. You feel me? But a mission statement is very key. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because also sharing, one of the aspects of my mission statement is, again, to normalize, quote unquote, normalize, metaphysics, esoteric and occult knowledge. Is to make it something that's more digestible, and make it something that's not so, treated as like, oh, something wrong with that person for this view, or something must be wrong with them. They got they seen a ghost, or something must be wrong with them. They saw this in a meditation, or it's like to clear out all that type of energy. You feel me? That's one of my my mission statements, is to make it a normal thing to be connecting with this energy. And again, I say normal for lack of a better word, because in essence it's not necessarily anything quote unquote normal, in that sense of it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely an extraordinary thing to be aware of metaphysics, esoteric knowledge, to be aware of your spiritual body and spiritual existence that goes beyond just the physical. It's not just a normal thing, but again, using the word normalize it though, just meaning like to make it something that's not so outlandish. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of beings go through a lot of, turmoil, and, whether it's like hiding and not expressing, their experiences due to, feeling like somebody gonna think they crazy or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, by expressing these things and making it, a part of a normal conversation, or again, just making it, not say a normal conversation, but making it something that doesn't seem so outlandish, So that's one of the aspects of my mission statement. Also, my mission is to, be innovative and spark unique perspectives. and to be innovative and spark unique perspectives by, in essence, having you could say a more philosophical approach to, the metaphysics, in the sense of, expressing different, almost like, for lack of a better word, to just, simply put it, like how Alan Watts or Terrence McKenna, in essence, would lecture. I feel like I'm meant to, share in that same type of manner. Whereas like, like expressing theories, and, questioning things, but expressing theories and questioning things while also bringing up the facts, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's mythological stories, or the science that connects with the mythology, but it's like, bringing the metaphysical, esoteric facts, but also like questioning things and bringing forth theories, but basically expressing things to push people, like that would spark people to have a unique perspective. Simply put, like I want to share, I am sharing, I don't want to, I am sharing, this esoteric metaphysical knowledge in a manner where it would expand minds. Because remember, you're not just teaching, you're not just here teaching, or not even say teaching, you're not just here, like when you do things that help others, or you do things that others could learn from, it's not just people that's learning from you. It's certain spirits, it's certain gods, goddesses, and deities that's learning from you. You know what I'm saying? That's why that archetype exists in certain movies where a person might have been beefing at one point with somebody, but as they talk or they kind of shared, in some situation, they end up expressing their values. It's like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I could kind of learn from their perspective. I might not agree with you. We might have been fighting for 20 years, but I could learn something from that perspective. But just that one little, that one little speck, that one little moment could shift and change a lot of things. You feel me? It's just like the 3-minute practice, like when you have an addiction, like you usually smoke a cigarette, and instead of going straight to the cigarette, you wait 3 minutes before you do it. And that small amount, that just those 3 minutes could help change the trajectory of, how quick you are to go get a cigarette from that moment on. Or it could even, again, it get to the point to eliminating the habit gradually. You know what I'm saying? But promoting innovative perspectives, sharing perspectives that promote, a different way of seeing things, different ways of seeing the truth and understanding certain truths. And pushing, and just bringing forth that energy to just question things, you know what I'm saying? But that's, two of the main missions with what I do, like ultimately. And that's how, I'm able to stabilize what it is I do. I'm able to, come back to it, and build upon it, because I got an idea. Like it's like, hey, I'm here for this and I'm achieving this. You know what I'm saying? Like it just adds extra level of stability to it. that is the main. Let's see, those two. There's maybe one other. I think that's it. Simply put, you know what I'm saying? To create a space where metaphysics and esoteric things isn't so outlandish, to promote questioning and theorizing facts, you know, or promoting theories and questioning that's based off of facts, you know what I'm saying? And sharing in a type of manner that would be, you know, that would provoke some type of new, unique perspective that would be valuable. Not just, oh, a unique perspective. I got a unique perspective. It's going to be a unique perspective that also, you know, is very valuable, you know. And with that being said, I think that really truthfully is, you know, simply the main things of me sharing, because the other reasons I could think of, they kind of still fall under the things I said already, you know, because I thought of, like, you know, how certain people in certain areas, oh, and I say this, but that, yeah, this kind of goes to the first part of the mission of like normalizing it. But, you know, it's like through taking, you know, I also specialize in breaking down or building upon the law of correspondence, as above, so below, as within, so without, aka mythology is anatomy by law of correspondence, you know. Hence why I got almost like a majority of my videos I feel on my channel is, you know, from that perspective, you know. You know, and also my mission is to, that's something different. So the third aspect would be to share things that are empowering, you know, and that could be practically applied. You know, not every video doesn't involve that. Like, again, because when you philosophizing and questioning and doing things of that nature, you're not necessarily presenting, you know, things that people could apply on their spiritual journey. But I do have videos for that. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, my YouTube channel is also for my own health. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, like the little joke of like, oh, I'm not, what you think, I'm just doing this for my health? But really, I am doing this for my health, you know what I'm saying? For my spiritual liberation and my health. And matter of fact, looking at my Vedic chart, you know, part of they map out your Dharma, and your Dharma is just basically things that, you know, you just being of service. You know, it's not necessarily like your work to necessarily bring funds in, but you just like, how will you be of service to the realm? And quite literally, like the Dharma placements connect with me, you know, sharing spiritual, philosophical knowledge through the internet, quite literally, you know, with some Aquarius alignments and some other stuff. But anyway, you know, so it's sharing things that, you know, that people can actually apply, you know. That would be the third thing. And as I was saying, you know, sharing things in a manner where like I could, like I take the regular mundane human stuff and could show you, I could show you how the regular human mundane activities align with these bigger, quote unquote, macrocosmic, cosmological, you know, all the big words we could use, but seriously, See, ran my mouth. Let me slow down here. But it's like taking the mundane human activities and showing how there is a deeper metaphysical, esoteric energy and storyline being expressed in our mundane activities or mundane, sayings or whatever the case, but just like the mundane human aspect that doesn't have any metaphysical or esoteric knowledge, appointed to it. Like I'm able to, share in a manner where I could, use the most mundane situation and turn it into a metaphysical conversation that a person could digest and learn from. You know what I'm saying? But that's also a part of the mission. And I would say one of the last parts is, building a community, and when I say building a community, I'm building a connection with others, with other beings who, been through similar experiences, who have similar perspectives, on a similar trajectory as me. It's just like sharing, so that also as I continuously, share in the space, I could, build a connection with other, like-minded, like-vibing beings. And that would be it.